It's my favorite thing in the world. Conspiracy theory time. We're talking wrestling this time. We're not talking about how the moon landing was fake. Instead, we're talking about Triple H working The Rock, did the game, pull a fast one over the great one at WrestleMania 40. Before we dive deeper, make sure you pedigree that like button, rock bottom the subscribe button. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. All right. So my partner, he watched WrestleMania behind the curtain on YouTube, and he picked up some things during that documentary that leads us to this theory that maybe Triple H worked the great one. So, explain your theory.
Yeah. The Triple H Rock dynamic and the rivalry, I really enjoy it. Like it played out in the ring in the 90s and in the locker room backstage, and now it's like playing out in the executive boardroom of WWE TKO. And they're just always trying to one up each other. I noticed in the documentary they take The Rock on a tour of the new headquarters and they're showing him the old WWF titles, and he wants to hold Bob Backlund's title and he wants to take a picture with Triple H. And I was like, "Oh, that's a cool picture. They're going to like both hold the title like they're feuding over it." No, The Rock's wearing the title. Triple H is standing next to him, and it's like he's always going to be the champ over Triple H. And I was like, I just love these little like digs they kind of take at each other. And I also think that like The Rock's image was kind of heavily damaged around this time, with the whole Black Adam debacle and DC and everything. So I honestly believe he came back to WWE to have that match with Roman Reigns to like start to repair his image. And I think Triple H knew that. And I think that Cody mentions pointing at Roman Reigns, and as Cody's kind of taken the heat for that whole thing, like saying that wasn't the plan and he did it on his own. I think Triple H put a bug in his ear and was like, when you win this Rumble, point at Roman Reigns. Because I remember texting you when that happened. Like, I was like, oh, I got chills. We're getting the rematch. And then The Rock comes in and Cody gives him his spot at WrestleMania. That makes everything point to The Rock politicking his way in to the main event of WrestleMania. Huge negative reaction to the fans. So I think Triple H, knowing The Rock's here to repair his image, basically put the pressure on him. Are you going to take this match with Roman, steal it from Cody, and be this Hollywood A-list part-time wrestler stealing the main event again? Or are you going to pivot and do the right thing? And The Rock had no choice. He had to do the right thing.
He couldn't take the hit
Yeah.
PR-wise.
So I think The Rock came in and was like, I'm on the board. We're doing this. And Triple H was like, yeah, that's great. And then he went to Cody and was like, just all you got to do is point at him. If you point at Roman, we're going to turn this thing around.
I feel like that does make sense that it was Triple H's idea, because I find it hard to believe that Cody, I could be wrong. Cody could have the biggest balls in the world where he's like, fuck The Rock, I'll still do this.
Yeah.
I just think it's hard for me to think that he did that all on his own without someone saying, hey, dude, this will work. Like, trust me,
Yeah.
he'll have no choice.
And it could even have been a thing of where Cody wanted to do that, and all he asked for was permission. And Triple H was like, absolutely do that.
Anytime we can fuck The Rock over, let's do
Yeah.
it. And then, and it also shows that that point shouldn't have happened because of the fact that Cody had to come out on, what was it,
SmackDown and give up his.
position to The
Yeah.
Rock, and then
Yeah.
that was just the weirdest shit I've ever seen in wrestling. So it's
Yeah.
like, and it kind of felt like maybe The Rock was like, I don't give a fuck what happens, I'm still taking this match. And then all the online hate started
Yeah.
coming, and
And then there's a big, like, I remember on social media there being a thing of like, why hasn't this documentary come out? It took a while to come out, and it's probably because they had to reshoot a lot of stuff to where because the whole thing after the Royal Rumble, The Rock takes credit for the pivot and everything. So there was probably reshoots of The Rock like putting that in, like, it was my idea to pivot and do the tag match and let Cody finish his story and all that. So The Rock still comes out as the good guy. Meanwhile, I know Triple H was pulling the strings backstage.
what happened real life backstage at that Rumble was The Rock told Cody, he's like, why you fucking on me? Like, why are you trying to take my main event? And the other thing too is like, I think it shows that Triple H is in the business. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the theory is that he just doesn't like The Rock, but maybe it's also, hey, dude, like it
Well, I mean that
wrestling wise, it makes more sense for Cody.
yeah, it takes away from Cody. Absolutely, that was his spot and his moment, and it's like The Rock's coming to take it. But that also like it fucks up what Triple H had going. Like this was the direction Triple H was going, and then you come in because Black Adam bombed,
Yeah,
and you need some fucking good PR, and you're like, okay, this is what we're doing, and then you overpower Triple H because you're on the board and all this. So Triple H just pulled some strings
yeah,
and
and
outmaneuvered you.
he outworked him, he
Yeah,
outcarnied him.
yeah,
And the thing too is when you said he had bad PR with Black Adam, like and fucking up Triple H's plans. Like this isn't wrestling isn't where Triple H goes to get goodwill whenever shit's bad. Like this is his life. With The
yeah,
Rock, he knew he was in a down time with
yeah.
fans, PR, pop
What's the
culture.
one thing I can do where they'll always love me? And it was wrestling. But that point at Royal Rumble swerved the whole thing.
Yeah, it was like
And as smart as Cody is, I don't think that he was thinking that. Like, I don't know if Cody had the balls to be like, I'm going to throw a wrench in The Rock and TKO and Nick Khan's plan.
yeah, it's like The Rock even at a downtime in his career where he was getting negative press, still feels like a huge celebrity and by far the biggest celebrity in wrestling. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like for Cody, I love Cody, but like
Who's the one guy that wouldn't be scared to, like, do that to The Rock? Who's the guy that's been politicking against The Rock for 30 years? Who was on, like, clips of Young Rock on Peacock was about Triple H politicking in the back. Like, it's Triple H.
so he
And like you said, he outcarned him.
and it just yeah, it made so much sense because it's like for you, if you're The Rock, it's like okay, I'm putting you in a position that it's like you're gonna be an asshole now, like,
Yeah.
and in The Rock, it's like how big of an asshole are you that you're just like yeah we're going this way and it's like all right well what the fuck am I supposed to do for Rumble now like
Yeah.
it's like you're not gonna enter the Rumble are you then
They said on the documentary that they knew at the Rumble. They told Cody at the Rumble, you're winning the Rumble, but you're not getting Roman. And so clearly, like days before the Royal Rumble, The Rock came in and was like, okay, things are changing. And Triple H was like, yeah, we'll see.
yeah you're not made for this is chess not checkers I'll
And
let you
it
think you won right now
look how great it worked out. Like that tag match was phenomenal. The night two with Rock or Cody and Roman was great. So it's like maybe The Rock should just listen to Triple H and let's do what he's got planned.
yeah the other thing too with The Rock is he wanted the cheers he wanted the love and admiration that's why he came back to wrestling I think what he learned though and why he was able to pivot in his way is I don't need to be a face in wrestling. They love me no matter what. So I
Yeah.
can come here, be a heel, be the bad guy, and sure, I'm the bad guy, but I'm actually getting my love and admiration still.
Yeah.
And his final boss Rock
He
is
showed us
amazing.
like how great he really is. He definitely like that run with the final boss and the Mania 40. I think I even messaged you about it. He moved up like my GOAT list. Like I always liked The Rock and thought he was great. I didn't know if he was in like my top five. He's probably in my top five now. Like that work as the final boss was incredible.
And yeah, at least he could have pivoted and just do a fit and said, fuck it, I'll take the bad PR. But he was like, all right, I'll give the wrestling fans what they want. They don't want me just to be a face. They want me just to do good
Yeah.
storylines. And he gave us that. All right, so in the comments, let us know if you think this conspiracy theory holds any weight. Was it Triple H politicking against The Rock?
Also, we have another conspiracy theory involving Triple H and Cody Rhodes that we're going to do down the line.